At this point in the war, the aerial conflict between Russia and Ukraine almost feels like a predictable cycle. One side strikes, the other retaliates. Russia continues to fire waves of drones and missiles toward Ukrainian cities, infrastructure, and energy systems. Every one of these attacks risks and often causes civilian casualties. Ukraine responds, but with a different focus. It targets Russian military installations, factories, command posts, and logistics hubs, the machinery that keeps the Kremlin's war running. And while the tactics on both sides evolve, the rhythm of strike and counterstrike remains painfully familiar. But on November 26th, Ukraine changed that rhythm. It delivered one of its most significant and calculated long-range strikes of the entire war, one aimed not at a Russian missile already in the air, but at the technology that allows those missiles to fly in the first place. According to Euromaidan Press, Ukraine launched a deep strike drone attack on a highly important Russian drone and missile production facility located in Cheboksary, within Russia's Chuvash Republic. This wasn't a border region. This was nearly 1,000 kilometers, over 620 miles, from Ukraine. A target so deep inside Russia requires extreme precision, extended drone range, and flawless coordination. And Ukraine executed the operation perfectly. The target was the VNIIR Progress factory, a facility crucial to the production of global navigation satellite system receivers and antennas. These are the components that allow Russia's long-range weapons to communicate with GPS, GLONASS, and Galileo satellites. Without them, Russia's missiles and drones can't accurately find their targets. This single factory produced navigation units for some of Russia's most important weapons: Shahed-type drones, Kalibr cruise missiles, Iskander-M ballistic missiles, Kh-69s, S-8000 Banderol missiles, and reconnaissance drones like the Four-Post and Orlan-10. Ukraine didn't just strike a building, it hit the technological nerve center of Russia's guided weapons program. And it struck another production line at the same location, the one manufacturing the Kometa electronic warfare-resistant navigation modules, which are also installed in many of these weapons. This wasn't rumor or speculation. Ukraine confirmed the strike through its Armed Forces Unmanned Systems Forces on their official Telegram channel. They reported explosions and fires throughout the facility and stated that damage assessments were underway. Their message was clear. This strike was part of a sustained effort to reduce Russia's ability to continue its aggression. And reduce may be an understatement. Russia can still assemble missile bodies and warheads, it can still build drone frames. But without navigation systems, without the digital brains that guide these weapons, Russia cannot produce functional guided missiles or drones. Even a temporary shutdown of navigation system production forces delays across Russia's entire weapons manufacturing pipeline. But Ukraine didn't stop there that night. Reports from RBC Ukraine reveal that additional drone strikes hit several other Russian targets in occupied territory. Among them was a command post belonging to Russia's 58th Combined Arms Army in Vasilivka, an M1 anti-aircraft missile system in Mariupol, troop concentrations near Pokrovsk, and ammunition depots in Kamyanka and Ocheretine. These strikes collectively disrupt Russian defenses, logistics, and offensive operations, weakening the Kremlin's ability to press forward in the Donetsk region and elsewhere. Still, strategy wasn't the only motivation behind Ukraine's November 26th operations. There was another, deeply human force behind the decision: revenge. Just a day earlier, Russia unleashed a massive overnight strike against Kyiv. According to The Guardian, 22 missiles, including 4 hypersonic Kinzhal missiles, and 464 drones were launched at the capital and surrounding regions. The attack killed 7 civilians and injured 21 more. Among the victims was 65-year-old artist and actor Vadim Tupchi. His son later posted online, "I hate the world," a chilling expression of the despair Russia aims to inflict on Ukraine's population. These attacks weren't just about casualties, they were also aimed at Kyiv's energy grid. Russia's strategy this winter is clear: freeze civilians into submission. According to Reuters, the November 25th attack disrupted power and heating across the capital. Russia has repeatedly targeted Ukraine's energy infrastructure, power stations, substations, and even facilities connected to nuclear power plants. Ukrainian officials warn that this is playing with nuclear safety, especially given that Russian missiles and drones often lose accuracy due to Ukraine's electronic warfare countermeasures. Ukraine's power generation capacity has been devastated. Before the invasion, the country produced roughly 56 gigawatts. Now, according to TASS estimates, 39 to 41 gigawatts are gone, a staggering 70% reduction. That leaves Ukraine generating 15 to 17 gigawatts, even though winter demand often reaches 16 to 18. It's a razor-thin margin. Gas infrastructure has also been hammered. ABC News reports that damage to gas facilities will force Ukraine to import 4.4 billion cubic meters of gas this winter, energy it once produced itself. With temperatures dropping to minus 20 degrees Celsius in some regions, the country simply cannot survive without outside assistance. This is the context in which Ukraine struck VNIIR Progress. Russia had just killed civilians and cut off light and heat to hundreds of thousands of people. So Ukraine responded, not by targeting civilians, but by hitting the technological core of Russia's missile and drone production. Instead of sending terror into Russian cities, it sent a message into Russian military factories. Even a temporary shutdown of the VNIIR Progress facility could significantly affect Russia's Kalibr cruise missile supplies. Kalibrs have been one of Russia's most frequently used long-range weapons. The Moscow Times notes that Russia launched 270 missiles in October alone, a 46% increase from September. Kalibrs have a range of up to 2,500 kilometers, meaning Moscow can strike almost any point in Ukraine from occupied territory. Yet Ukrainian defenses have been surprisingly effective. A Ukrainian Navy spokesperson stated that 8 out of 10 Kalibr missiles typically fail to reach their targets, often due to interception. If Ukraine's strike reduces Russia's ability to produce more advanced navigation units, that interception rate may climb even higher. The same logic applies to drones. Shahed-type drones have become Russia's primary tool for overwhelming air defenses simply because they're cheap and can be produced in enormous numbers. Sky News reports that Russia launched 303% more Shahed-type drones in 2025 than in 2024, over 44,000 drones in just 10 months. Ukraine is now facing more than 4,400 drones per month. In October alone, Russia launched 5,312 drones, according to ABC News. Ukraine's interception rate, once 90%, has fallen to around 64%, simply due to the sheer volume. If Russia loses the ability to produce reliable navigation for these drones, two outcomes are possible. Either Russia launches them anyway, resulting in guidance failures and wasted resources, or it slows production while repairing its damaged factories. Either scenario gives Ukraine time, space, and relief after months of relentless aerial barrages. Ukraine's November 26th operation is a perfect example of hitting the source instead of the symptom. Rather than firing endless air defenses at incoming missiles and drones, Ukraine chose to destroy the systems that allow those weapons to function. It's an intelligent, targeted, and deeply symbolic response to Russian aggression. And with new anti-drone technologies emerging, such as specialized rifle ammunition capable of taking down fast, agile FPV drones, Ukraine's defenses may soon become even more effective on the battlefield. The strike on VNIIR Progress may not end Russia's missile and drone attacks, but it represents a significant step in degrading the Kremlin's long-range strike capabilities. It shows that Ukraine is adapting, innovating, and hitting Russia where it hurts most: its ability to manufacture the weapons used to terrorize Ukrainian civilians.